India is not just a country, it is a living, breathing civilization that stretches back thousands of years, woven with countless stories of kingdoms, philosophies, and cultures. It is also a land where nature reveals itself in astonishing diversity, from snow-covered peaks to sunlit deserts, from tropical jungles to serene river valleys. To speak of India is to speak of both timeless civilization and boundless natural beauty, for the two are inseparable in this vast subcontinent. The roots of India's civilization reach into the depths of antiquity. Nearly 5,000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization flourished in cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. With their grid-planned streets, advanced drainage systems, and intricate seals, these urban centers stand as silent witnesses to one of the world's earliest great cultures. The Indus people traded with Mesopotamia, cultivated the land, and developed symbols that hint at spiritual beliefs still echoed in Indian traditions today. As centuries passed, waves of kingdoms and dynasties shaped the land. The Vedic period brought sacred hymns and philosophies that became the foundation of Hinduism. The Mauryan Empire under Emperor Ashoka spread Buddhism not only across India, but to far-off lands like Sri Lanka, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia. The Gupta Empire, often called the Golden Age of India, nurtured mathematics, astronomy, art, and literature, giving the world the concept of zero and timeless works of poetry. Through these epochs, Indian civilization became a tapestry of religions, languages, and philosophies. Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism all found their birth here. Islam and Christianity arrived through trade and conquest, leaving their indelible marks on architecture, music, and culture. This multiplicity is not fragmentation, but rather India's unique identity, unity in diversity. The legacy of India's civilization is written in stone and marble, in temples, forts, mosques, and palaces that rise proudly across the land. In the north, the Taj Mahal, built in the 17th century by Emperor Shah Jahan, is not only an architectural masterpiece, but also a symbol of eternal love. Its white marble glows differently with each sunrise and sunset, a living monument to beauty and devotion. Further south, the temple cities of Tamil Nadu, such as Madurai's Meenakshi Temple and Thanjavur's Brihadiswarar Temple, demonstrate the grandeur of Dravidian architecture, where Gopuram's towering gateways are covered with thousands of vibrant sculptures. In central India, Khajuraho's temples stand adorned with exquisite carvings that celebrate not only the divine but also human life in all its forms. From the red sandstone forts of Rajasthan to the caves of Ajanta and Ellora, from the Qutub Minar in Delhi to the Golden Temple of Amritsar, India's architecture is not just about stone and design, it is about civilizations speaking across millennia. What makes Indian civilization especially remarkable is its spiritual depth. India is often called the land of seekers, where philosophy and faith are not confined to temples but are woven into everyday life. The Ganges River is revered not merely as water, but as a goddess, a purifier, and a symbol of life itself. Pilgrims walk for weeks to reach Varanasi, the sacred city where life and death meet at the ghats, and prayers rise with the smoke of lamps. Buddhism, born in India with the enlightenment of Siddhartha Gautama beneath the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya, spread across Asia and still draws pilgrims back to its sacred roots. Jainism, with its emphasis on non-violence, and Sikhism, with its message of equality and devotion, remind us of India's gift of moral and spiritual philosophies to the world. Festivals like Diwali, Holi, Eid, Christmas, and Vaisakhi show how India celebrates life with light, color, and music, transcending faiths and communities. Civilization here is not abstract. It is lived daily through ritual, festival, and family. If India's civilization is vast and varied, so too is its nature. The country stretches from the towering Himalayas in the north to the blue waters of the Indian Ocean in the south, from the arid sands of Rajasthan to the lush rainforests of the northeast. Each landscape tells its own story, each shaped by time, climate, and human interaction. The Himalayas, the world's youngest and tallest mountains, are more than a geographical feature. They are guardians of the land and sources of inspiration. Snow-clad peaks like Kanchenjunga and Nanda Devi rise into the skies, while valleys like Kashmir and Himachal bloom with flowers and orchards. The Himalayas are also the birthplace of India's great rivers, the Ganges, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra, lifelines for millions. Spiritual seekers climb to shrines like Kedarnath, Badrinath, and Amarnath, where nature and divinity merge. Moving south, the Gangetic plains stretch endlessly, fertile with the silt of rivers, feeding fields of wheat, rice, and sugarcane. Here, civilization found sustenance and continuity for millennia. In the west, the Thar Desert shimmers with golden dunes, but even there, life thrives, with camels, desert villages, and vibrant cities like Jaisalmer and Jodhpur adding color to the arid expanse. India's forests are equally rich. The Sundarbans, a vast mangrove delta, are home to the elusive Bengal tiger. Gir National Park in Gujarat protects the last wild Asiatic lions. Kaziranga in Assam shelters great one-horned rhinoceroses, while Periyar in Kerala offers sanctuaries for elephants. The variety of wildlife here is a reminder that India is one of the world's great biodiversity hotspots. The coastline, stretching over 7,500 kilometers, presents another spectrum of beauty. Goa's beaches mix Portuguese heritage with palm-lined shores, while Kerala's backwaters offer tranquil lagoons where houseboats drift beneath coconut palms. In the east, Odisha's Chilika Lake welcomes flamingos and dolphins, while the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, with their coral reefs and turquoise waters, remind us that India's natural beauty extends deep into the ocean. India's nature is not only wilderness, it is also landscapes shaped by people over centuries. The rice terraces of the northeast, the tea gardens of Darjeeling and Assam, the spice plantations of Kerala, and the vineyards of Nashik show how humans and land interact to create beauty and livelihood. Music, dance, and art reflect this harmony as well. Bharatanatyam in the south, Kathak in the north, Odissi in the east. Each dance form is a mirror of regional traditions and often draws inspiration from nature and mythology. Classical music, with its ragas linked to times of day or seasons, expresses the deep bond between civilization and the rhythms of nature. Cuisine, too, reflects geography and diversity. The fiery curries of the south, the Mughlai dishes of the north, the sweets of Bengal, and the coastal seafood delicacies all tell stories of land, climate, and culture. Spices like pepper, cardamom, and turmeric, once worth their weight in gold, shaped not only Indian kitchens but also global trade and history. Today, India is the world's largest democracy and one of its fastest-growing economies. Its cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad are centers of technology, finance, and culture. Yet even in this modern rush, the essence of civilization remains intact. Traditional markets coexist with skyscrapers, ancient rituals continue beside satellites being launched into space, and farmers sow their fields much as their ancestors did, even as urban youth embrace global culture. What makes India extraordinary is not just its survival of thousands of years, but its ability to adapt, absorb, and reinvent while never losing its soul. India is not easily defined. It is vast, complex, sometimes chaotic, yet always captivating. Its civilization has given the world philosophies, religions, art, and knowledge. Its nature offers mountains, rivers, forests, deserts, and seas that nourish both body and spirit. To travel through India is to walk through time, to witness the ruins of ancient empires and the birth of new dreams. It is to marvel at temples carved from rock and mountains carved by ice. It is to see elephants bathe in rivers, camels stride across deserts, and pilgrims gather by the millions to celebrate faith. India is not just a country to visit, it is a world to experience, a civilization beyond time, a nature beyond measure.